I recently read the book The Compound Effect by author Darren Hardy. To understand what the compound effect is, let's play out a little scenario. Now pretend someone offered you the following. Put in 30 minutes a day, the same time every day, to push your skills and show improvement. At the end of the first week, you'll get $10, with a 10% raise at the end of each week if you consistently put in the time day after day. Or, you were offered $5,000 to put in the same amount of time, but you don't need to do it on a consistent basis. And you don't need to improve your skills. You can just use your existing skill set. Now, which would you take? Let's say you took the first option and your friend takes the second. You start putting in a small amount of consistent work each day. After an entire month of daily effort, you've made $51.01. Meanwhile, your friend has just cashed in a check for $5,000. After the second month, your friend is rubbing it in your face. He's just made $10,000, not needing to push himself, and here you are working day after day for a petty $125.81 up to this point. Your family starts suggesting that you should take the other offer as it's still on the table. But you don't get discouraged. You believe in what you're doing, and you know the hard work will pay off one day. After the third month, people are getting downright angry with you. You've only made $235.24. They think you've made a stupid decision and beg you to just take the other offer. But you ignore them and keep proceeding. A year goes by. You only have $15,541 to your friend's $60,000. He's living a comfortable life and doesn't really have a care in the world. Meanwhile, people are openly ridiculing you for giving up such a great opportunity to make easy money. Only after 16 months have you made the same amount of money as your friend. Your friends and family only have one thing to say: it's about damn time. After 16 months of putting in the work day after day and receiving a 10% increase at the end of each week, only now are you starting to see significant results. The next month, you make $40,000 in 1 month. The month after that, you make $59,000. At the end of that second year, you have accumulated just over $2.2 million, an average of $1.1 million per year, to your friend's $60,000 a year. Your family and friends are dumbfounded. Your friend can't help but think he's missed out on something significant. Sure, he's comfortable with $60,000 a year, but he's filled with regret. What this story illustrates is that small, unsexy, but smart decisions made consistently every day that are in alignment with your big vision lead to seemingly incomprehensible and incredible results. Results that you can be truly proud of one day. Author Darren Hardy calls this the compound effect. Darren is a multimillionaire, and he's interviewed 6 successful entrepreneurs a month for his magazine Success. And he's found that almost all self-made success uses the compound effect. He says, what's most interesting about this process to me is that even though the results are massive, the steps in the moment don't feel significant. The changes are subtle. They're almost imperceptible. The small changes you make every day offer no immediate result, no big win, and no obvious "I told you so" payoff. So why bother? It's hard not to think this way when we live in a culture that promotes what Darren calls a microwave mentality. We expect instant downloads, fast food, and same-day shipping. To stay true to the compound curve, we need to trade the need for immediate results for immediate alignment with our core values. Darren says, your core values are your internal compass, your guiding beacon, your personal GPS. They act as the filter through which you run all life's demands, requests, and temptations, making sure they're leading you towards your intended destination. Getting your core values defined and properly calibrated is one of the most important steps in redirecting your life towards your grandest vision. When you know that what you're doing from moment to moment, that the choices and decisions that you're making from moment to moment are in alignment with your core values, you stop needing to have instant results show up in your life. You are content in knowing that you are becoming the person that you want to become. To discover your core values within your work setting, complete the following exercise. Think of someone successful within your field or the field you want to work in that you respect. Then ask yourself what key attributes most contribute to their success. When I do this exercise, I think of people that are curious, love learning, and push themselves to produce great things in the world. Therefore, my core values in work are learning and creating things that challenge the status quo. Now it's my duty to know if my actions are in alignment with my core values. So I need to monitor every single choice that I make while working. Darren says that most of us are sleepwalking through our daily choices. Half the time, we're not even aware that we're making them. To make sure that I am aware of my choices, during my work hours, I've started writing down every work-related decision that I make. At the top of each hour, I write down what I focused on the last hour. Then at the top of the page, I write down my core value, learning and creating. I then objectively cross out every decision that I made that doesn't align with my core values. This exercise has sharpened my focus. I've started to notice things that aren't in alignment with my core values almost immediately. Knowing that I am making small decisions that are moving me towards the person I want to become is enough to quiet my monkey mind from wanting to see instant results. The act of aligning each work decision with my core value provides me with the reassurance and motivation to stick with my daily pursuit of achieving a compounded, incredible result in my life. Sometimes, knowing that we're making good choices isn't enough. To know that we are on the right path, the compound path, we need to focus and measure the percent gains, not the net gains. In the initial example, if I would have focused on the net income I was making each month, and how petty it was in comparison to my friend, then I would have given up. But by focusing on the month-over-month return, the percent gain I was achieving each month, I developed the certainty to stick with it. So during your pursuits, actively measure the percent gains and focus on your momentum. If your efforts are producing month-over-month or week-over-week improvements, and your daily choices are aligning with your core values, then you need to be patient. We humans routinely overestimate what we can produce in a week, but we vastly underestimate what we can produce in a few months or years of sustained effort. That was the core message that I gathered from Darren's book. If you are struggling to stick with your goals, I highly recommend reading The Compound Effect. If you would like a one-page PDF summary of the other insights that I gathered from Darren's book, just click the link below and I'd be happy to email it to you. If you already subscribe to the free Productivity Game newsletter, this PDF is already in your inbox. Thanks for watching and have a productive day.